I think to a certain element it is. You can see from the debate of this morning, the debate started in 2004, whenever, and I think this is a continuum. But I think there's a new momentum now, which a recognition, more of a recognition that the London and South East continue to dominate the UK economy, and something must be done to the North and get it back on the national agenda is where we're coming from. The value of the debate, I think the value is important. This is bringing key local players locally to sign up to what this issue should be about. And I think having key players like John Prescott and Alan Johnson and others here, politicians at a national level, do matter in this debate. Is this the right time to focus? Possibly it is on the basis that election is coming and we are at a government level, clearly a change in government or potential election coming in 2015. The manifestos are being written, and I think we ought to be in a position here to influence what goes in those manifestos. So probably it is the right time to be raising these issues. I think the other issue is the LEPs in its development are also now recognizing a need to deal on agenda which is of a nature that brings the partnership within the Northern Corridor together, because there is synergy, and also that if we're going to make a bigger issue, it's better done with 2 or 3 labs coming together. And I think that some of the debates that are happening here probably need to be accelerated to the LEP network so that the LEP can pick it up as that. And even within the LEP framework, there is some debate happening amongst southern LEPs and the northern LEPs about this confederation, which some of the southern LEPs have been talking about, of the value of those southern LEPs, beyond Milton Keynes and the south. So I think we need to be preparing, certainly at the chairs level of some of the LEPs and the chief execs levels of some of the LEPs. I think we are very well committed to that, because we see a bigger value to be gained through that process. The next steps, as far as I'm concerned, I hope are coming out of today is some clarity of actions, that we just don't talk about it, but there's 2 or 3 things that we agree jointly and say this is something that we will spend time and resources to make it happen. Whether it is about raising the profile, whether it is about connecting those dots, what brings us together, and what's being very clear. Is it about the leadership? What is it? That's the way I would suggest that the group pulling together this ought to be clear in terms of identifying something which we can all sign up to. And finally, what do I take away from the conference? I think the enthusiasm of the partners that are around the conference, all wanting to be involved on that agenda, I think is a positive, and you've got some key leaders here.